Mutated Studios.
What's up, mutated ones? Today we are here with another unboxing, but we haven't been in the Turtles Lair for a very long time whenever it comes to unboxing. We've been in Hyrule, we've been in the WWE ring, and now we are back in the Turtles Lair to unbox the 1997 NECA Shredder! Yes, this is the reroute shredder that you can get from the Holothon. Now, I visited Texas for some family reasons, and I went to that Target, and it was absolutely stacked. Very, very stacked. There's thousands of NECA figures, Playmates figures, WWE figures. There was everything there. I wish I had more Targets like that near my area, but no. But still, so we got this shredder for our little souvenir, and now let's get into the box. Of course, we got the 1987 logo up here, and also the Turtles Brewers Club. And we got Krang in the background, Shredder in the middle. We got Smash back here, and also Og. Also Slash, Leatherhead. We got the Rat King and Baxter Stockman. And it says, start shredding the news of the Turtles Brewers Club. And now for the side, we got the classic NECA figures logo. And also we got the logo again and the start shredding the news. And now this is volume number 20. On the other side, it's the exact same thing. But on the top here, we got the logo. Now if we look back, we got a whole lot of stuff. Now, first, let's look at this picture this is actually a head sculpt, and also this one too, where it's from the episodes whenever Shredder and his gang, they're basically collecting the Trigon crystals so that he can basically control whatever he wants. And we actually got the head sculpt of that, and also the head sculpt without the actual mask. Yeah, this part. And we got a nice illustration of Shredder right here with Krang as he's about to strike Donatello, if that's the word. Oh. And also, I forget what the gun's called itself, but I know the director module, that's like the handle of it, the director control model is actually a part of it. So it is, and I remember it actually falls off in the show, and then the Turtles have it, and Shredder has the actual gun. So yeah, and then I remember they zap Splinter, or was it April? Okay, I'm not gonna spoil the episode for you if you're gonna watch the 1987 show. Anyway, so the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are up here, and also for the description, let's read that real quick. President Shredder hereby calls a meeting of the Turtles Brewer Club to order. The following members are present: Krang, Mr. Og, Smash, Rat King, Baxter, Leatherhead, Slash, Bebop, Scumbug. The following members are absent: Trig, Chrome Dome, Anthrax, and Temperature. The following villains are not invited: Ray Fillet, the Maestro, and that snake guy whose name we can't recall. New business. Smash nominates the Swatter for the Brewers membership. All in favor? No. Today's agenda includes improving the following schemes to destroy the Turtles. Firstly, poison the city pizza supply. Motion approved. Secondly, infiltrate Channel 6 and unplug all of their equipment during the happy hour news. Motion approved. Thirdly, attempt to turn off the gravity gun. But this time we'll do it better. This meeting is cautiously concluded. Remember, the next month's meeting will be held in the abandoned chemical factory across town as the Technodrome was rented out of the Triceraton Federation Rapturous Reptile Roundtable. I almost forgot it lastly. Sign-ups are open for the Sinister Summer Softball League. Okay, so that's the description right there. And now I guess we can get onto the unboxing. But before we do so, if we open the figure real quick, or the little door of the figure, not showing the figure quite yet, we also got a neat pose with Shredder here as he's walking menacingly. If this accessory actually comes from the box, which with most NECA figures, this accessory right here, the sewer lid actually came with our 1987 Leonardo figure, so now we got this one. Now with the figure comes two new head sculpts for Shredder here, as we got one for his actual Rakusaki head sculpt, and also we got one where he's putting on the Trigon crystal, or I think that's what it's called, which we can actually take it off and put it in our real Shredder, or our Shredder with the mask head sculpt. So yeah, these are really, really cool accessories here. They got the hair just right, and they got everything just right. It looks like it's actually from the cartoon, if not from the comic. Now first, we got two gripping hands, two closed fists, a pointing hand, which I actually used to make it look like he's counting his Shredder money. But it's said that you're meant to hold the floppy disk that Shredder comes with this hand, so nice. Also, we got two open hands here for Shredder, which I actually have. And the cool thing about all these hands is that they all have claws, which actually go along with the figure. Let's go. He also comes with this cool cape, which is actually made of cloth. And since you're able to actually take it off the figure, then Alcan has this. We also got this awesome, radical chef hat here, and we can actually stick it on the head of our Rakusaki sculpt, as you can see. And we can actually put the trigon crystal crown piece up on our normal. Now looking at all the appearance accessories, now let's take a look at the handheld accessories. We also have the Medi Laser here, and also the director control module can actually pop off, which is a really cool detail, because that's actually what happened in the show, in one episode, whenever Shredder got the Medi Laser so he could try and help power up the Technodrome. But then this piece fell off and the turtles had it, and yeah, the episode went on from there. This is a really cool. Also, we got this nice Kajin Brothers diary, which is actually quite squishy, I would say. Yeah, it's actually quite squishy. It's more like a rubbery plastic wrapper than a hard. We also got Shredder money. As you can see, there's a sticker on here. Oh shoot, you can barely see it. But it's really detailed. It even has in Shredder We Trust and everything. It's from that one episode in the 1987 show where the turtles, they go into an alternate universe after saying like, man, I wish we could actually take a break. And then they all dream the same dream, where there was no turtles, and it shows Shredder ruling the world. And also on the back of here, it shows unmutated Bebop and Rocksteady, because Shredder would have never had to mutate them if there were no turtles. And then in the end of the episode, you learn that that Shredder, whenever they finally get to him, like Emperor Shredder, building them all up, he's just in a business suit trying to run everything all stressed out. Yeah, it was really fun. We also got a neat floppy disk here. Yeah. It might be from the episode where he like switches bodies with Michelangelo, or every time they say Michelangelo, his mind goes to Mikey, and then whenever they say Shredder, his mind goes back. And I think that's where it's from, and it creates the funny scene where it's like, "What's up, my dudes? It's Shredder! Where?" Also, this is future me saying that, apparently this is not the Trigon Crystal, and is actually the, Eyes of Cernaps, or I'm unsure, but for some reason I just thought the Eyes of, or the Trigon Crystal for some reason. I'm unsure if I'm right. I'll make sure to comment down below for the real name if you know it. So yeah, now back to the video. I am completely unsure where this amulet comes from. I believe it comes from that one dinosaur episode, right? Honestly, I do not remember. I think it comes from that one dinosaur episode where they like with the crystal. No, I don't think so. But I'm actually clueless where this is from, so make sure to comment down below if you know it. So. We also have a neat portrait of Shredder's mother here, which is in like a 3D retrospective, and also a bit of background. We also got this neat like border color of it, frame color of it, and also we got this little stand, so you can actually stand it up. That's it. Now it is time to look at one of the most evil villains known to man in every iteration that he's in. It is Shredder! Now looking at the head sculpt real quick, we can see we got the little crown piece, which we can actually switch off for the chef hat or the Trigon Crystal or Strength Crystal, whatever it is. And also we got little chain flaps here, that goes all the way around the mask. And also we got we also got the mask here, which we cannot pop off, it seems. And also we got little nice details at the eye region right here. And yeah, it really looks like a cartoon, like they ripped it straight out the cartoon. So now taking a look at the cape, we actually got this nice cloth looking material, or it might be just be cloth, rather than actually having a plastic cape, which is many problems with figures that actually have capes where they're made of plastic rather than cloth. I guess it's more, useful to pose them, but if you want a good cape, you either should make it cloth, or you should make it where it has wires. But still very cool for this shred. The arms, we see that on the shoulders, we have our shoulder pads with those famous spikes. Also, we see Leon's been doing some arm day here, doing lots of push-ups. And also, we also got more claws, which we can see it's actually strapped, like in the cartoon. And also, we got claws on the hands, which actually does not vary depending on the hand. But yeah, it's really nice detail how they actually made the hands have claws like in the show. And it's actually just the same. We can take off the cape. We actually do got some detail under the cape right here, as we can see this one has. And also the shirt. We got more muscles. Man, this Shredder's been working out a whole lot. We got abs here on the abdomen. And yeah, really good detail, because you can't really make the details over like a clothed area, but they did, and they made it look like there's actual muscles like in the show. Also, we got this little cloth piece, or it's actually like a rubber plastic, but this little cloth piece that comes down from the shirt through the belt. Yeah, and we can lift it up here, as we can see all black pants. You don't really see any muscle here, but you can tell that he did not skip a day after all those times that he has ran from the turtles. Also down at the shins here, we got more claws, which are strapped around the legs for both sides. And for the shoes, there's no real coloring, like in the show, but there's detail here, as we can see those straps that go into the soles, and yeah, it's really cool details here. And now let's take a look at the articulation. Now, taking off the cape so we can look at more at the articulation, we can see that we have no pins for the articulation for neither the arms or legs, which I hear people are really happy about that. I don't really know why. It doesn't really mess up my figure, really. Yeah. Anyway, we got double jointed elbow articulation, allowing Shredder to actually, like, I guess, put on the Trigon crystal, or synapse. Synapse. I do not know. And also we got wrist articulation here, turn side to side, and also up and down here. And you may think that for the shoulder articulation here, it might be hard to do it up and down because of the shoulder pad right here, but the shoulder pad's actually made of a rubbery, like, plastic here, and we can actually place the arm all the way up, like an actual action figure. And that's the same for the upper arm here, too. And also, we can have a ball joint head right here, but it's really hard trying to put on the upper heads, especially the actual Orokusaki head sculpt here. And yeah, we also have some articulation at the abdomen here, which is very rare to see, really, whenever you have Ninja Turtle action figures, because their shell really prevents that from happening. They either have none or no articulation at the abdomen, or they have the smallest bit because of the shell. But with a Ninja Turtle action figure that does not have the shell, we can actually move around the abdomen, which is really cool. Looking at the lower part of the body, we can also twist the hip here, and here we can the thighs are also ball jointed here, and we can turn them side to side. We can pretty much move them all around, which is the same for the upper leg. We also got double jointed knee articulation here, which is always good for stop motion. And also we got some foot articulation here at the ankle, where we can move it. It's ball joint, I believe. So yeah, you can move it all around. I don't think you can. I think, yeah, you could just move it up and down. That's all. Okay, and also you can actually turn the shin. Yeah, you can actually turn the shin. So yeah, that's really good articulation, especially for stop motion, for walking animations, which are pretty hard to do with the Ninja Turtles sometimes because they do not have any, like, ab or abdomen movement. So yeah, that's really cool articulation there. Now, looking at the scaling here, he is far taller than our NECA Leonardo here from the 1987 series, as he should be. Oh shit. He is an absolute giant compared to our Playmates storage shelf figures here. And for our NECA Comics Raphael, he is actually right there, right after the chin of Shredder here, which is actually really good. Although these two figures are from the cartoon, they're actually set in the cartoon. They are pretty much the exact same scaling for the 1991 movie of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And to our Playmate Shredder, wait, hold on. To our Playmate Shredder, the only people who watch TMNT Corruption will get that joke. To our Playmate Shredder, it's the same for building. And he's actually taller than our Last Ronin figure, at least our Crimson Last Ronin figure. And we finally have a figure that is a Ninja Turtle figure that is taller than our Last Ronin figure. Now, by this point, if you know my channel, then every time there's an unboxing, we do a little stop motion with it. And if you see these two guys' poses, Shredder holding a pizza and Leonardo pointing, then you should have a pretty clear idea of what's coming up next for the stop.
I brought back some takeout, so let's get down and pig out. It's Shredder! Where?
Well, mutated ones, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for joining me as I unbox the NECA's 1987 Shredder and help me review him. And all these accessories are absolutely great, although I'm unsure the name of this crown piece, Trillium Crystal, whatever it is, and the amulet. Still, these accessories are awesome. We got Shredder Money, we got the Meta Laser, and we got the floppy disk, and just a whole lot of accessories. Very impressive amount of accessories and how well they work. I will also say that this figure does fit the 3 pros of an action figure. If it's good for collecting, good for playing with, and good for doing stop motion. Well, not really playing with, I guess. It does say 14 and up, mostly because of the spikes. But if you be careful with it, it's really fun playing with it. And I say it's really great for scaling too. And if you want to see them in future projects, make sure to hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button if you're not mutated already. So make sure to stay mutated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one, Shredheads.
Mutated Studios.